Hello everybody, welcome back to another episode of Black Girl Order. I am your host Anaya, and for today's episode I'm going to be discussing something not even controversial this time, y'all. Not no activism stuff, but really just educating y'all on the fact that white people see us as a monolith and all the stereotypes that come with being a black woman. But before I get started with this topic, I do want to give a big and very brief shout out to Jonna Jewels, that is JH8NA Jewels. She makes waist beads, necklaces, and bracelets. Okay, that is JH8NA Jewels. Her Instagram has 2 S's at the end of Jewels. Okay, and that's all right. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get started with this topic. Now, I want to say this one thing: white people and black men are responsible for demonizing, over-sexualizing, and masculinizing black women. Before y'all say, that's just your opinion. No, this is actually a fact. They are responsible for making us seem like a monolith, putting us in this box, and generalizing us as a whole, and making us undesirable, especially black men. You know what I mean? I don't really see a lot of white men, putting on a costume, to be this ghetto woman. And everybody knows that this ghetto woman, when she's acting all sassy with an attitude, it's supposed to be a black woman. So they're responsible for where we are in society now and why we haven't progressed any further. Now I can say that a lot of black people have been noticing it and pointing it out, like, oh yeah, this is wrong. Like, why are you trying to mock and mimic black women as if the way we act naturally, or the way, not even all of us, but some of us act naturally, is funny? You know what I mean? I don't think it's comedy. I don't think it's funny. It's never been funny. And I blame it on white women who think that they are, who want to be black women so bad. I blame it on black men. And I blame it on white gay men. I don't ever see white straight men trying to portray a black woman stereotype. And if you do see it, then it's very few, but there's so many that do portray a black woman stereotype. And we're gonna get into that. I do wanna say, you people as a whole, non-black people as a whole, should stop trying to see black people as a monolith. We're not a monolith, and black women aren't either. There's so many types of people. We're all so different. You can't just put us in a box. You know what I mean? So whatever, let's get into it. The first stereotype, and the most represented stereotype, I would say, is, the Jezebel. I've done my research on this, so don't think, I'm just speaking from prior knowledge or speaking from TikTok knowledge. I'm speaking on actual facts, articles I read, and videos I've watched, not just on TikTok, on YouTube, and documentaries of black women portraying this Jezebel stereotype, which is basically the over-sexualized black woman. And it goes all the way back to slavery, from when antebellum times, not even antebellum, a little bit around before antebellum, around that area period, around slavery area. Jezebel would be portrayed as a light-skinned, not even black, quadroon woman. And she was over-sexualized by her master, raped. The people that really, gave us this stereotype is white women, because a white woman would see, her getting raped, the Jezebel getting raped, or know that she was raped. Okay, trigger warning, y'all. And would ignore it and would judge that girl for having relations with her master, with her husband, but it was against her will. You know what I mean? So they were fetishized by their master. The way that they were taken advantage of sexually was silenced by white women. And the way it reflects on us today is a lot of Black women, you know, in the media, we feel like in order to be noticed, in order to be, you know, seen as desirable, to be desired, period, we have to be sexy. And there's nothing wrong with being sexy, but I can say this. A lot of white women do not have to take off their clothes, do not have to dress any type of way, period, to be noticed, like to be desired. You know what I mean? So that just all traces back to slavery and just society, period, and how people don't look at us unless we are sexy, period. Okay, now I would go further into this, but I don't want to keep beating a dead horse and going around in circles. So I'm going to go back to the back. And we're going to talk about the strong Black woman / mammy stereotypes. And if you don't know what a mammy is, I will give y'all an example, okay? For those who are listening to me, a mammy could be Aunt Jemima, okay? You know, any type of Black woman who is older. She's supposed to be comforting. She's supposed to know how to cook. She's supposed to know how to take care of the kids, like, you know, that type of person. But she's also seen as undesirable, like very undesirable. Back in I say early 1900s, late 1890s, she would be seen as a house maid or house slave. She was supposed to be the ideal slave and mother, you know what I mean? So she was seen as obese, ugly, and dark skinned. Because, you know, during that time, dark skin was undesirable. So, and the darker you were, the more masculine you were. That's a different topic, but it really played a part on how we act as a whole today. The darker you are, the more masculine you're seen, and the lighter you are, the more feminine you are. So, with that being, this stereotype, basically, it made Black women be seen as incomparable to white women. White women are the ultra feminine stereotype. White women are the ultra feminine, they are the embodiment of femininity during this time. So white women are they're beautiful. And then, you know, the mammy, she's there taking care of her mistress when her mistress gets old, taking care of her mistress' children, taking care of all that good stuff, and basically sucking up to her master, making sure that her master is good, all that good stuff, and she worked in the house. So whenever I see a white man, a white boy saying, "Oh my gosh, when my Black lunch lady calls me baby," no,
I don't like that.
But you know, that makes me look at them. I look at them very much sideways, like, you know you like that because of slavery. You know what I mean? But hey, to each their own. But that is, I don't really like that, you know what I mean? So, you know, like I said, white women most of all, were very much responsible for making the old black woman stereotype seem undesirable. They put us on the bottom of the totem pole. Now, the last stereotype I wanted to talk about was the angry Black woman. Now, before I get into this, I want to say that there's nothing wrong with a Black woman being angry. We're always told, you know, why are you being so aggressive? All that good stuff. We got stuff to be angry about. We got a whole bunch to be angry about. Society looks down on us. We are looked down upon. We're not allowed to be angry. We're not allowed to be aggressive. We're not allowed to get loud and raise our voice. But then we can't be submissive and dominant because we're always loud and raising our voices. But if a white woman does it, you know, it's activism. It's, you know, say what you want to say, queen. You know what I mean? It's that. But when a Black woman does it, it's calm down. You're doing too much. You know, why are you being so loud and angry and ghetto? Like, no. Like, oh my gosh, black woman, why are you? But when a white woman does this, oh my gosh, dominant, like, oh my gosh, crazy queen, I love crazy girl. No, I don't. So, you know, the angry black woman stereotype, now I do not know where that comes from. I think it just comes from, you know, the fact that we were put in these areas in poverty after slavery. We were put in the ghettos, and we, you know, with us being around each other, the loudness, the pointing of fingers, the, you know, talking with your hands, the big earrings, all that type of stuff. I think all of that plays into the angry black woman stereotype, just being loud and ghetto, period. But, you know, I think that's where that derives from. And so that's why we always get the Pam from Martin and the Kim from, Niecy from, Kim from Moesha. Both of them, really. You never, black women just can never win, you know, and we never see those, we barely get any shows, those coming of age movies where there's a black girl that are quirky and there's black girls that are, you know, classy. When we are classy, we're bougie. So you know, are just a regular black girl acting like a regular person. The thing about it is we never get those videos because y'all don't see us, or not y'all, outsiders looking in don't see us as people. Allies see themselves as saviors. So that's why we don't get the representation that we want. And if we do, we're always the black friend, the token, or it's a poverty movie about coming from the hood, basketball movie, thug movie. You know what I mean? So we never get that. And you know, it's up to us to make that change. It's up to us to give them the movies that we want to see, period, okay? And I'm done speaking on this for now, but I feel like there are so many other stereotypes, and I feel like there's so much for black men as well. And if y'all want a video on that, I will definitely give it to y'all. I have no problem with that. But y'all, thank y'all for listening, and bye.